joined by Dr. Srinivas Chitkuri, Senior Consultant Radiation Oncology and in charge of the cancer management teams looking after thoracic, sarcomas and pediatric cancers to deliver the webinar.
Very briefly tell you what is proton beam therapy. Proton beam therapy uses high energy proton beams to eradicate or control tumors. To simply put, it is the technology. And it is one of the most non-invasive forms of treatment, well established for many indications, and the indications are expanding as we speak as more and more research emerges. So, Dr. Sapna mentioned to all of you already that Apollo Proton Cancer Centre is the first proton beam facility in the entire region, not just in the Southeast Asian region, but Southeast Asia and the Middle East. And therefore, our mandate at APCC was not just to provide a service, a niche service, but also to do many, many more things, to develop a technology and to mature the technology in this part of the region. And we have done that about scientific publications. We had more than 70 scientific publications in leading medical journals, setting the standard and leading the way in terms of usage of proton beam therapy. We've also had multiple academic initiatives in the country and even outside the country to educate the community of oncologists all about proton beam therapy, share our experience and knowledge and wisdom, whatever we have acquired in the last 4.5 years, for the benefit of patients of not just who belong to India, but to the rest of the world. We've also had multiple podium presentations among the proton community to share our experience so that other proton users, other users from Europe and North America could benefit from what we have learned in the last 4.5 years. And last 3 years, we have been organizing something called Apollo Proton Practicum, which is essentially demonstrating for the community of oncologists and medical physicists exactly the ways to treat patients with proton beam therapy, ensuring that we are using this technology for the deserving patient and in the right way with the highest possible quality. And I'm very happy to announce that the third Apollo Proton Practicum is going to start today evening. And we've had registrations close to 600 oncologists registering from 33 different countries and from 6 different continents. And on the eve of a major academic extravaganza, it's a great news that 2 big leaders, 2 giants in their own fields, Apollo Hospitals and IBAB are coming together to start something really historic in this part of the world. And again, I extend warm welcome and I let the big news to be revealed by the rest of the speakers who are going to come after me. Thank you.
Director of IBAB Belgium, Mr. Harshad Reddy, Director of Apollo Proton Centre, my friends and colleagues, members of the media, and ladies and gentlemen. So, Dr. Srinivas and Dr. Sapna have explained to you the rationale and why it is important that we have to have proton therapy for the benefit of our cancer patients, because it's a major advance. And we believe that every single cancer patient, irrespective of geography, irrespective of where they are, should benefit from the latest technology. And this vision and this ethos has been it's very much embedded in Apollo fabric, Apollo culture, led of course by our visionary chairman, Dr. Proton Reddy, and carried on by other leaders in the Apollo group. So therefore, it's not a surprise that Apollo hospitals were the first ones to introduce this technology for the betterment and to make an impact on our cancer patients, not only improving their lives, improving their cure rates, but also very importantly, which I always believe and close to my heart, improve their quality of survivorship and quality of cure. It's not enough just to be cured, but the cancer patient also has to live as well in the society as anyone in the room. But at the same time, any sophisticated technology does bring in its own challenges. And one of the major challenges in proton beam therapy throughout the world, it has been actually started in 1940s, but real push came in about 15-20 years ago, because it is a very extremely difficult technological marvel so as to deliver it precisely. And there's a continuous, as in any exciting field of medicine and oncology, it needs constant updates, and it needs that extra rigor and training, which is absolutely pertinent. So therefore, as soon as we started, we realized that how critical it is to impart and continuously update ourselves through the patient experience and learning. Each patient was like a gold mine of information for each of us. So we have meticulously preserved their dosimetry clinical data, hence also 17 clinical trials, a number of publications, but also podium international presentations, as Dr. Srinivas was mentioning. So it was a very easy decision that we had to come together to launch something like a training school or a training academy, such that many people who are coming into the field, and it's a rapidly changing field and rapidly growing field. Many centers are coming up in the region. So there were only 1 or 2 training schools, one in University of Pennsylvania and one in Europe. And we are extremely grateful to Apollo as well as to IBA. And IBA is the market leader in the world for all proton facilities, having the substantial share of all the installations throughout the globe. That we come together and launch something unique, but also needed some time, that because we have to make a curriculum. So we have had endless discussions with Claude, with his colleagues, Orly and Jordan, who I'm missing actually today, which have been here from Belgium, and countless video calls, and then ably aided by my colleagues, physics team, Mr. Dinesh Madhavan and others. So as finally we are all set, there is a beautiful curriculum for the training people. It is customized to 3 sets of individuals: the radiation oncologist, medical physicist, and the radiation therapist, and also on 3 verticals who are new users of proton therapy in the region, primarily from Asia, but also from Africa, Latin America, and even other parts of the world. So they are the new users, but also it keeps on updating for the existing proton users, and we are customizing the curriculum as short as 1 month to about 6 months to a year. And the curriculum will be focused and customized to the needs of the people throughout the world. And we have already had a lot of interest throughout the world in different parts of the globe who were already wanting to come and learn, such that we grow together. And finally, the third set of people would be that who are not using proton therapy at the moment, but would like to learn about proton therapy, both the oncologists as well as the physicists. And they are the third group of people who we have customized ourselves the training program, such that we can address a very much needed gap. So this is the fundamental principle of Apollo IBA training school curriculum for proton beam therapy, and it is a great personal delight also to see the fruition of the hard work of our colleagues and the IBA. And I thank you very much for coming to this momentous occasion, and thanks very much for your attention.
India stands for at the world stage. A couple of years back, most of us would go to train in the West, and for the reasons that there was no vision or a thought to actually set up in this path of creating something which India could take to the world. This was possible because of a visionary person, our beloved chairman, Dr. Pratap Reddy, who envisioned to introduce proton beam therapy. Rightly said by Dr. Rakesh Jalali and other people on the dais and off the dais, it can't be a better measure of what India truly stands, if not for visionary who thinks beyond its times. Dr. Jalali mentioned about 2 decades back that proton momentum started. Probably that's when it was seeded for Apollo. From then to today, we've treated over 1,000 patients, numerous publications, posters, presentations. As Dr. Srinivas mentioned, we're at the threshold of having a sign for a proton school when we're having the 3rd practicum with some of the best of minds from across the globe in Chennai today. What does it entail? Is the world looks towards to India when it looks towards to the most advanced treatment, one of the most advanced treatment options, and it looks to be trained in India, which is also envisioned with the national policy of Heal in India, Heal by India. I'd like to thank IBA, Claude, Sri and the team to actually step forward and understand the potential of having a training school in India and making it only the 3rd amongst illustrious research schools across the globe. We will get to see more of them coming to us, getting to know the nuances because of the marvelous clinical team, exemplary physicists, and the great work done by the management. And while I foresee this in the future, I'm glad that we have the media here today.
Last years, we have seen a lot of growth in the proton therapy space. We see more hospitals and more countries acquiring proton therapy facilities all around the globe. All these new proton centers will require training to operate in a safe and efficient way. IBA and the already operating proton therapy center share the responsibility to educate those new proton therapy professionals. With this increased demand for training, IBA decided to launch a new educational program in collaboration with multiple experienced clinical centers around the world. Since the opening of the Apollo Proton Therapy Centre, APCC, in early 2019, more than 4 years ago, the Apollo medical team, Dr. Jalali, Dr. Shilkuri, Dr. Nanja, and others, like the physics team of Dr. Sharma, have acquired clinical expertise and are now renowned internationally through the successful treatment of numerous patients realized at APCC. Their presentation at worldwide conference and their numerous publications in the field, like we heard. Thanks to this experience, the APCC team is perfectly qualified to supervise and train professionals in using proton therapy for cancer treatments. For all these reasons, and the long and fruitful relations between the two organizations, IBA is very pleased to sign this collaboration agreement with Apollo Proton Cancer Centre, establishing here in Chennai its first training and education center in Asia. Physicians, physicists, dosimetrists, therapists, and administrators will be in good hands when coming here to learn about proton therapy from the Apollo qualified staff. Aurélien Jongen has been key in making this signature happening today, as well as my local colleague, Mr. Shidara. The training that will be developed consists of two programs. One clinical online education program and on-site clinical training. The online clinical program will consist of specific courses for each clinical profile to get an in-depth understanding of proton therapy. For non-clinical profiles, such as hospital administrator, for example, there will be an introductory program to understand the most important aspect of proton therapy. Upon completion of this online program, each trainee will receive a certificate that will be necessary to take part in the clinical on-site program here in Chennai. It will be hosted by multiple proton therapy centers in the world, with APCC currently being the only one in India and in the Asia-Pacific region. The content of the on-site training will be adapted to the profile of the training, including patient selection, treatment protocols, participation to tumor boards, and plan review for the physician, quality assurance procedure, treatment plans for the physicist, and the dosimetrist, active involvement in treatments for the therapist. This is a program that experts of both sides have put together. In the coming months, the online courses will be recorded and the video will be uploaded on the IBA Campus platform. Campus is a tangible community which meets and interacts in real life. from site visit to advanced training or Proteus user meeting, campus represents a great number of opportunities to bring together all the stakeholders of our community. The training material to be produced by Apollo experts will add great value to the contents of campus and will contribute to educate newcomers to proton therapy. I look forward to that, and thank you very much.
And John Chandy, who's sitting in the audience, he really needs acknowledgement for this whole Proton initiative and what we are today and the ceaseless hard work which went into it. So I'm excited and I'm delighted to be with all of you today. And we're celebrating multiple things. But before that, I really want to go back for a minute to our mission statement, which Chairman articulated 41 years ago. And our mission is standards within the reach of every individual. And we are committed to focusing on the best in class of excellence in education, in research, and healthcare for the benefit of mankind. So 41 years later, we're celebrating multiple things today. We're celebrating the fact that, just sheer hard work by the team, that we have done 1,000 cases for the Proton Beam Therapy. And that has not been easy, and it has impacted lives in a positive way. It has given people suffering from cancer a new ray of hope. It's given people, sometimes with the most difficult, maybe stage 4, the toughest cancers, at least a better life for some time. And it's also taught a lot of people that this is a better option for humanity. It's a better option for people suffering with cancer. So, and the knowledge we have gained about treating 1,000 cases. We've also done our country proud that, while it is our responsibility and duty to treat our countrymen and see that we give them care at the best possible and the most affordable prices, we've also been able to treat patients from over 150 countries. And I think that has been commendable that, India, and we're very proud to be Indians, that we are able to now say that, we offer the best in class work. People do not need to go abroad. In fact, we have patients coming to us from countries as developed as the US, the UK, countries from Europe, New Zealand, Australia, Singapore. So, it makes us happy and it makes us proud that, we are a choice. We are a choice of people, not only within the country, but globally. And it has become a global destination. And I think for that, you have to put that first foot forward. And for us, it's been a giant leap. It's been a leap of faith, and I think it was only our chairman who would have done something like this. Because to be able to invest, it's not a small investment, to be able to invest in world-class technology, and thank you IBA for being our partners, to be able to build a world-class facility, and I think the teams have been phenomenal, and to give the highest standards of clinical care supported by TLC and the team which we're very, which we're good at and which we're famous for. I think everything has come together well. And to me, while I'm so happy and excited that we're able to do this, I also feel it's a large responsibility. And it's not enough to be able to do something really well. The responsibility of the leaders to be able to do it consistently, day in and day out, and do it in a sustainable fashion. And for things to be sustainable and for us to be able to grow in terms of knowledge, I think we have to learn from each other. We have to be able to teach, we have to be able to absorb, we have to be able to listen, and to articulate what is the right thing and what is the best thing to do. And I think today, the practicum is really a stamp of our commitment to be able to do that. It really validates the fact that, I understand there are about 600 people who've signed in for this. It's never happened before. Let's see, it's never happened before that for such a high-end practicum that we have literally 600 students in a classroom. large number. So for all the faculty and teachers, it's a big thank you. And why we are all here today is that while we have learned, while we have worked hard, while we have achieved these numbers, I think it's about training and education which brings the world closer together. So this exclusive partnership between Apollo and IBA for training people, tomorrow we would want to see 100 protons around the world. But then where do you get staff? Where do you get adequately trained staff, whether it be the physicists or the clinicians? And I think that's what the partnership is about. That we will consistently train people to be able to use proton beam therapy for the betterment of patients, for the betterment of mankind, and we will consistently upgrade our skills, the Apollo team, to be able to be, cutting edge, best in class. But the best part of this is the fact that once you reach that level, you do your 1,000 cases, you interact year on year with 600 plus clinicians, you network with some of the global centers, is then you're able to do research. And when we are considered a center for research, when we can come up with better ways to do things to handle this problem, then we become an institution of excellence. And I'm so glad that all our doctors and our team members have set us on that path and on that journey. And for that, thank you all very much. And I'm happy, delighted, excited to be here with all of you. And I hope the practical goes on very well. And I know that it's a lot of hard work, but there's a commitment to do it year on year. And I think that's the right thing to do. So thank you, everybody, for today.
Okay, huh?
Radiation therapist or it is an administrator. There are two modules. One is an online module. They will have to undergo certain amount of training on video, which will be hosted on the IBA Apollo campus platform, which Mr. Dupont also mentioned. But there will be a physical training course which they will be invited to be present at the Apollo Proton Cancer Centre here in Tarabani, Chennai, where we will impart the necessary education with a number of hours. There will be a hands-on workshop. They will be asked to write a project, and eventually they will have a certificate which will be signed both by Apollo and IBA as a certificate that they are now ready to treat with proton therapy. We are also going to customize the training program, and that is the uniqueness of this program as compared to the other programs, 2 or 3 programs in the world, that we will customize. Suppose somebody wants only to know about head and neck cancers, how we treat in the proton therapy, which is the theme of this practical, or very challenging, difficult brain tumors, or very difficult pediatric cases who are actually to be treated every day under sedation or anesthesia, or they want to start a proton center, they want to know what is the size of the room, what is the dimension, what is the dosimetry, they will be all customized. And for the administrators and managers who want to learn about the nuances of which is the patient population, how to promote, how to market, how to make it accessible and affordable, that will be a separate module. So it will be all customized modules. And we are ready actually up to even 6 months to a year, because it takes 3 to 4 years to make a proton center. So we've got, I think, 1 or 2 requests where they may want to spend 6 months to a year also, especially for medical physicists. So, in summary, it's a very dynamic online and physical training program which will be customized to the needs of that profession. May I invite my colleague to translate in Tamil, Preetham? Afterwards.
On behalf of the Apollo hospitals, I stand here today to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the esteemed individuals present who have joined us on this momentous occasion. Your presence here today signifies the shared vision and commitment to APCC and IBA towards revolutionizing cancer treatment through proton beam therapy. We are honored to have Dr. Preetha Reddy, our Executive Vice Chairman of Apollo Hospitals, amongst us today. Dedication to excellence in healthcare. The opportunity for oncologists from across the world to come to India to global healthcare collaboration. A special mention goes to Mr. Dinesh Madhavan, President of Group Oncology and International at Apollo Hospitals, for always supporting our vision of providing the best-in-class cancer care better than international standards. I would like to express our sincere appreciation to the APCC Radiation Oncology team led by Dr. Rakesh Jilali, Dr. Sapna Nangia, Dr. Srinivas Chilukuri for their pivotal role in this partnership. Your dedication to patient care and expertise in radiation oncology continue to inspire us all. A special mention to Mr. John Chandy as well, who was instrumental in this relationship with IBA. Additionally, I would also like to highlight the significant impact that proton beam therapy has had on cancer treatment in our country. Over 1,000 patients have benefited from this advanced therapy, receiving targeted and precise treatment while minimizing harm and enable us to reach even more patients, providing them with the best possible care and renewed hope. Lastly, I would like to extend our gratitude to all the members of the media and everyone present here today. Your presence and support are of utmost importance for this collaboration and its potential to revolutionize the landscape of cancer care. Now let us all join hands in our pursuit of our common goal, which is to win over cancer. Thank you.